3, 2, 1, action.
What's going on, everybody? BarCrazy, PrimeTime in the building. Out here with my boy D. Well.
Yes, sir.
About to get some gains in.
Yes, sir.
Working on some muscle ups, handstands, and planche progressions today. It's gonna be a great day. Looking forward to it. Anybody looking to learn calisthenics, come out, get these gains.
Yes, sir. This is a calisthenic legend right here, man. Happy to be training with him. We're about to get these muscle ups in to warm up and then get some other statics going.
Let's go. Clean. Nice. 3. Nice. Clean. Let's go. Good work, bro. Let's eat. As soon as you start jeopardizing your form, bro, come down. Have you ever tried the explosive muscle up?
Explosive muscle up?
Like just like all in one motion?
Nah.
You know what I'm talking about though, right?
I think so, yeah.
That the Russians do, where it's like...
Oh yeah, they just all the way up there.
One big pull all the
Yeah.
way. It's not like here and here.
Yeah.
It's just all one jump. That should be looking so
Okay. You about to do that now?
I've never done it before.
Mm.
I'm about to just try it. Use the band. See how it feels.
Yeah, this is the first calisthenic move that Mike ever taught me, or that PrimeTime ever taught me. Nice. Okay. Explosive muscle up. Nice. Nice, yeah. I see what you're saying. That don't look crazy. Yeah, yo, I pulled up on bro.
Let's go.
I put up on bro like, yo, I want to learn how to do a muscle up. That's the first time we ever linked up. And he was like, come through. And just showed love. Showed me how to do a muscle up. Had me do it on the bands. Assisted. And then when I got it, I was so hyped. And bro was like, yo, why don't you try this flyaway? And try all these freestyle calisthenic moves. I was like, bro, I don't know. Like, I'm not trying to break my neck. You know what I'm saying? But I'm saying, like, ever since he's had me doing freestyle calisthenics, like it's a different type of workout. Like for me, it really helps me overcome fear, you know, and I feel like that's something that could translate in other areas of life. Not being afraid to try new things and not being afraid to step outside of your comfort zone. And freestyle calisthenics, like, yo, it's dope. It's dope. So
Definitely,
I appreciate you for getting me into it.
I seen the potential in you from the beginning, bro. Like your potential was crazy, and I knew once you committed and mentally locked in, you were gonna be that guy.
Word.
And it's like in such a short period of time, bro, you made me a believer. You know,
Word.
like you really put that work in. Like, so I'm excited to follow this YouTube channel and be a part of your journey and watch all your growth, because you are that guy.
Yeah, I appreciate
The one and only. The one and only.
Yo,
Yes, sir.
That's what you need, man. You need good people in your corner. Like you have to believe in yourself first, but then you only, I feel like in a way, you only also as good as like the company that you keep, the circle that you have. You know, you only gonna
As strong as the weakest link.
Right.
You know, it's like everything. You know, everybody needs a team. You know, it's like that. You get further with the team, and it's like, you know, now you got people that help you believe when you on those days when you struggling, when you not feeling it, and you feel like, damn, bro, I'm off. I feel weak as shit, and it's like that's when we're here to remind you, like, bro, you are that guy. You train for this shit. You know.
Facts. On that note. See if I can do that.
No, not Steve.
Right.
Watch me do
Right,
this.
watch me do this.
Nice.
Say what's up to Grimace. Say what's up to Grimace, y'all. Beautiful dog. Hey, Grimace. Nice. This is the next move that I really want, man. I need this. I've been working on it. My girl got it. She got me like, man, I need that. I need that. I can only hold it for a couple seconds, but the goat right here. Nah, I ain't saying the goat no more. I'm saying the lamb. The lamb right here. Let's go. It's beautiful, bro. Nice work. Let's go. Nice. Nice. You think it's better closer together?
Like a little bit outside of your shoulders. Let's go. Good shit, bro.
Yeah, I like the balance is getting better.
Bro,
Sure.
the core strength is getting better. For you to be able to suck your core up from there like that, bro, that's... I remember when we was in River Winds, bro, you would just do an L sit, go a little bit up, come back down, like... Grimace, watch out, boy.
Just
boy.
training the...
What are you doing? Watch out.
He's funny.
That's not how you do it.
Oh, shit. I didn't want to hit him. Whew.
Let's go.
Whew. Feels good, though. It feels good getting up there.
Yeah, bro, you right there.
This is the next step is just holding it. Come on, girl. Get you. It's still the handstand?
Yeah, I'm gonna do a handstand into a tiger bend.
Okay. All right, handstand into a tiger bend. See, that's the beauty of having people in your circle that could do these type of moves, that could do crazy things, because then it's gonna push you outside of your comfort zone. The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting different results. Like, this is how you gonna grow. Getting around people who do things that you don't know how to do, who are better than you in different areas, and that could actually teach you something. Oh, shit, bro.
So if we got... No.
What's some advice you would give, bro, for holding these?
You're doing everything right. It's just once your hips come over your shoulders and you get that alignment, you got to squeeze everything.
Yeah.
Really, and it starts with your glutes. Your glutes is the biggest thing. The most missed muscle. You know, it's like
Glute,
really, really squeeze that, because that's going to activate all your legs and point your toes to the sky.
Okay.
That's going to activate your calves and get your whole lower body locked in.
Okay. So glutes, calves, core.
Your core is locked in before you even go for it. Right now, your core is locked in.
Okay. All right. Let's get it. Try that again. I definitely feel that improvement though, but I still need some work.
Yeah, no, it's definitely progress, bro. Yes. Nice. Good bailout, too. Getting a lot better at falling. Remember, as you're pressing that up, breathe. Use that. Good work, bro. Good work.
Good luck, bro.
Like L-sit, hold it for 1 to 3 seconds.
Okay.
Planche, hold it 1 to 3 seconds. Come back controlled. So you're controlling it both ways. We're not going to try and swing how you were just swinging. We're going to try and control it now.
Right.
Both ways.
Okay. So we're going from an L-sit into a tuck planche. Nice. Beautiful. To build that straight arm strength. Nice.
Keep them arms locked. Nice. Nice. Remember to push down through the bars, through your elbows. Keep those arms locked. There you go. Nice. Let it bend. And you're pushing the bar in, boom. Say it like that.
Okay.
And you come back out, and then you're pushing the bar down as you're coming in.
Okay. All right, bet. I'll get you in the vid. Another BarCrazy alumni right here. BarCrazy Tarzan in the building. Oh shoot. Oh man, I'm so mad I ain't. Whew. Man, I missed the planche. Alright.
I'll throw another one.
Word. Want to say something?
Say something. Oh, we're gonna be off the mic here. Oh, and the camera's on me now. We got D well here.
Yes, sir.
What are you practicing, bro?
Well, bro got me doing some practicing the L sit into the tuck planche. But he's saying as I'm bringing my legs back to make sure I'm pressing down and really
Keeping
getting
his
that straight
arms
arm
locked.
strength right.
Right. Right.
That's something I need to work on for real.
So we're gonna zoom in on the arms.
Focus on that extension. Really get that back rounded, though. Yeah, driving up through your shoulders, not your hips. Don't focus on getting those hips high. Focus on getting those shoulders. Yes, there, better.
Nice.
That was better, right? Prime.
Oh shit.
Yeah, you bent there.
Whew, yeah.
All right.
Try that again.
Time your breath. That's the most important thing when you're going at rep after rep.
And like arms, like almost your biceps forward. Too.
Yes, your biceps are forward.
Yeah.
Yep. So that's why, like I said, you're pushing the bar down to lock this out. Yet like this. Boom. This is this right here. You see that? That's what you want. To push that down into the bar. That's gonna engage your scapula and give you that round back.
Oh shit.
Nope. Push it down. Do it more slow and controlled. There you go. Yep. Control it.
I want to recommend on your back swing. You're swinging to get into your shoulders, not your hips.
Okay.
You're getting a little bit of that hip thrust, and it's taken away from your rounding.
Okay.
Focus on those shoulders.
Good job with the arms. Your arms are staying locked. That's good.
Knees to chest. When you come through, when you break that plane, knees to chest. You want to roll. You want to roll up into a ball.
Yeah.
Okay. Because what's going on is your knees are coming out, and that's letting your hips get up, and that's getting you kind of like banana back. You want to keep your knees tight. Keep your knees tight to your chest.
Back and arms locked.
Yep.
So from the L sit, right? You're in the L sit. As soon as you start coming in, you're tucking to your chest. So it's from the L sit to your chest as you're bringing your hips back. Yep.
And as you're locked.
Yep.
In some regards, your knees don't change planes. They don't go down. As you push up, your knees are staying on a parallel line with the earth.
Okay.
You're driving those knees into that chest. Much better. Try not to go high. Just hold it. Just keep those knees under the chest. There it
Nice.
is. Much
Yeah.
better. Yep. That struggle.
Nice,
Yeah, fight
yes.
for that struggle.
You
That
could
was
you
it.
could see your back.
Okay.
The shoulders. And squeeze in there like that.
Right. Okay. Word. I mean.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Here in the carpenter gear.
Yo, I mean that's the beauty of having like, it's dope. You that tidbit of bringing the knees to the chest.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you don't want them to really change plane.
Yeah.
When you push out and you come through, everything's nice and tight. Nice V-sit.
He brought it into the chest before
See
even
that?
going all the way back.
Yep.
And then locking. Word.
Breathe. Let's go. Come on.
Nice.
Beautiful.
Nice.
Yes, sir.
Nice.
Good push.
Nice.
You
Nice.
can almost compound engagement, that in and down.
Yeah. Try that again. Word. Yeah, I kind of. I'm seeing it better.
Let's go, bro. Light work.
Good. Just don't let those hips rise. Just
Try and lean back more on your L sit. That's gonna get your feet up higher. Nice. That was a good raise on your hips.
yeah.
Good job.
Yeah. Hey, that's the tuck.
Yeah, yeah.
Full planche tuck.
Yeah.
You don't. Even if you pause there, that's okay.
Yeah.
You want to. The more you pause in that moment, the more you're going to give your body and mind the time to develop the connection, the neurological connection from your command center to your muscles, right? Because this is all new.
Yeah.
So try and pause at that hold instead of swinging through now.
Okay.
Gain control. Slow it down like Prime said earlier, and try and pause at that top, at the apex of your rotation. So your L sit and your tuck.
Okay.
Good. Good pause. A little high on the hips there. Drive through your shoulders. Yes. Through your shoulders. Woo. Nice.
Good job, bro.
Yes. Making it look easy, bro.
Yeah, right. Yeah, y'all broke it down real good.
Nah, you're doing great, bro.
Thank you, brother.
So, yo, what got you into wanting to do freestyle calisthenics?
Bro, what got me into wanting to do freestyle calisthenics was the GOAT, PrimeTime. Like, he basically told me, like, yo, try these moves. I saw freestyle calisthenics on YouTube. On Instagram. Like, I would scroll through my feed and I would see different people doing different moves, but I didn't really know what it was. So, like I was saying earlier, I told bro, like, yo, I'm trying to learn how to do a muscle up, because I seen muscle ups on Instagram and I'm like, yo, I want to know how to do that. Yep. But that was the extent of it. I didn't really have a desire to do all the other moves. So once I got here and bro started introducing me to other things like flyaways and, 180s and things like that, I was like, I don't know. But, like, he was persistent, like, nah, you could do it, it's easy. It's easy. So I was like, you know what, let me try it. And then once I got a taste of it and I started believing that it was actually possible, then I was like, yo, this is kind of addictive, like I was saying earlier, like, doing a flyaway, really the main thing for me is overcoming fear,
Absolutely.
It's overcoming that fear. And then once I overcame the fear, then it's like, then I was able to get the move. It might not have been, like, perfect in the beginning, but it still felt good to know, like, yo, like, I did that and I was able to do it because I overcame the fear. Then once you get the one move, your vision for all the other moves opens up. You're like, yo, I could probably do that. I could probably do this. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's what got me into it. I got to give credit to my boy Mike and wanting to do muscle ups. Really.
Heck yeah.
So yo, in this short period of time that you've been doing this, like, what do you think how has this helped improve your life in any way? Like, do you see this translating in other aspects of your life outside of fitness?
Yeah, for sure, for certain. Like, Mike and I were talking about it earlier, and I would say, like, it's just the overcoming the fear aspect, having something that you feel like you can't do, and that could apply for anything in life. Thinking that you can't do something, then once you get over the fear of not being able to do it and you do it, then like, anything is possible. You could do anything in life. Really, it's always we're our own worst enemies. We're the ones who get in our heads and make ourselves believe that we can't do things, when if any other human being can do it, then it's possible for you too. You can do anything as long as you believe, and, like, I think that's the beauty of freestyle calisthenics, is once you can overcome those fears, then you can see, like, in any other aspect of life, that all it takes is belief. Once you believe and you change your self-image and you see yourself as a person who can actually do those things, because intellectually everybody knows you could do anything. Our parents tell us from when we're young, you could do anything, and you know that already. We know that. But it's different when you actually believe
bless
it.
all the parents out there.
Right. But when you actually believe it, it's just different, bro. It's different. Then like, nah, I'm gonna do this, and your self-talk changes, like, or, after this session, I'm gonna unlock it this session,
So I'm gonna let you get back to your session. Just one more question for you, and then I'm gonna get to you, Nick. One more question
I had a quick follow-up on that.
Okay.
A quick follow-up on that. So what do you think were, like 2 or 3 like major contributing factors to help you believe that you were capable of doing those things?
Yeah, that's a great question. That's another thing we were just talking about. I think that it's really important to surround yourself with people who believe in themselves, not people who make excuses, not people who don't believe in themselves. Once you surround yourself with people who want greater, who are striving to improve, such as the BarCrazy family, you know what I'm saying? Like, seeing what you guys can do, seeing what PrimeTime can do, like, it makes me feel like, and especially you pushing that belief onto me and telling me you believe in me, like, of course you got to believe in yourself first, but one major contributing factor is being around people who are skilled and whatever it is you want to do. If you want to make money, being around people who are good at making money. If you want to, learn a language, getting around someone who could teach you that language. It's like they're gonna tell you, no, it's easy, you can do it. You know what I mean? So I think that makes a huge difference for sure.
Community and mentorship.
Community and mentorship. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that's awesome, bro.
Thank you, bro.
That's dope.
Yes, sir.
So the last thing was, if you were gonna give advice to any new person trying to get into freestyle calisthenics, what would it be?
I said
one more time.
If you were going to give advice to anybody trying to get into freestyle calisthenics, what would it be?
Shoot, my advice would just be a kind of a combination of everything we talked about. You know, I think having a mentor would help. Having community would help a lot. You know, getting around people that can help guide you, that can help teach you, that can help push that belief onto you, and that can help tell you, like, yo, you can do it. You know what I mean? I did it. It's not really that hard. You can do it. And also, like, shoot, practicing. We practice with the mattresses. He pulls the mattresses out, and practicing in a safe environment. You don't want to do something where you're going to hurt yourself and it's going to discourage you from continuing in the future. So definitely having a safe environment, having a mentor, having a group. Like, not everybody is blessed with that, but I think that would be a huge contributing factor to help you get started. And then also just believing in yourself, man. Like we said, like what we were talking about, anybody can do it. If I could do it, I didn't know anything about it about like a year ago, and we really like locked in like maybe like 5-6 months ago, and like I knew nothing about it, and I finally was able to do it. My first couple of moves. So yeah, believing in yourself, man. For sure.
I appreciate you.
Yeah, appreciate you, brother. This is another one of the moves I'm trying to get, man. That front lever. Let's go. Beautiful. Nice, bro. Very nice. Let's go. Nice work, bro.
Hips up. Nice. Nice.
Whew.
Good work, bro.
Feels good.
That's nice.
This move is so clean, bro. I can't wait to bust one of these Johns out. Nice. Let's go. Nice. Nice. You did it underhand last time.
Hips up.
Hips up. Yeah, good thrust, good thrust.
Hey.
Nice.
Whew. Yeah, bro was just saying that the reverse grip is actually easier for him. And it really just depends on the person.
muscle up?
Front lever to muscle up? Nah, I haven't, I don't think. We could do it banded? Okay. Front lever to muscle up, let's go. Looks tough, I ain't gonna lie.
That shit looks so nice though.
Yeah. The front lever itself looks crazy good. Yo, your mom was saying you be doing handstands in the grocery store.
Yeah. Grocery store, Home Depots,
right.
Everywhere I go, like anywhere there's a shopping cart or a bar, like.
That's fire. I was like, oh man, that's tough.
Nice. Hips up, thrust those hips, squeeze the glutes. There you go. Nice adjustment. Nice. Thrust those hips, squeeze the glutes. There you go. Another good adjustment. I want to try to do the fucking front lever.
Okay.
I gotta get more of a full grip.
Right there. Let's go. You got it. You got it. You got it. You got it. Let's go. Shee. That was crazy.
All the straight arm strength. You know how like we were just working on all that straight arm strength with the L-sits?
Right.
So now your upper body is not being engaged. And now you can focus more on your core and your lower back.
Okay.
So here, so you're doing the same thing. Remember how I was telling you to like push the bars in?
Yeah.
So you're pushing the bars in with your shoulders. I'm bringing my shoulders in.
Okay.
So I'm here and I'm pushing my shoulders into the bar. And then from here, you're gonna try to.
Word.
And come down as low as you can, bring it back up. As low as you can, bring it back up.
Okay.
And just work that, keeping everything tight the same way you would from the full planche, but just without working your upper body.
Okay. Kind of remind me of...
Similar, but a lot more advanced.
Okay.
The way you could bring your legs down in the headstand is very different. You know, because in the headstand you're bending. You're not coming with your whole core and everything straight. You know, you're kind of making a 7 in the. With this, you're lowering into a full planche. You're doing a full planche just without your arms. So it's like it's a lot of core. That's why I said don't even try to go all the way down. Just go to a somewhat uncomfortable position and then bring it back up, and then go down a little bit more and bring it back up.
Arms like that.
Yeah. Shoulders on it. Yeah. Push down into the bars. Yes. Nice. Nice. Yes. Yep. Good job.
Woo. Yeah, that feel crazy.
Yeah.
As soon as I went up, I was like, whoa. I'm about to bring my legs down. Try one more time.
The other thing you could do is bring your legs straight up, right? Once you're up in a so-called handstand position, tuck your knees down. So curl up, and then instead of coming down straight, come down curled up. So be in a tuck position and then lower yourself down. It's a lot easier to control that weight when you're balled up than when you're fully extended. Yeah. So tuck them to your chest, yep, and then look, come back down like that. Yes. And now bring that back up. Bring it back up. Good work. But that's what you got to work on right there.
Yeah, I like that. That'll help.
Yes, a lot.
Whew.
It'll help coming down and coming up. That's why I said like you want to work both reps because it's different parts of your body is being used for different things. You know, it's like so the the control to come down slow and controlled is certain muscles, and then it's a whole different set of muscles to contract that up and suck it all the way. So it's like you want to work both sides of it. But I'm about to try it tucked like that because I didn't think of it until I told you. And it's definitely gonna make it a lot easier to control.
Okay. You know what I wish we had? I wish we had some poles to do a human flag.
Yeah.
I gotta work on that. Nice. Nice. Feel crazy. Nice work, bro. Yo.
I gotta start doing those a lot more.
I ain't even asked you, bro. What got you into freestyle calisthenics? What made you want to start doing freestyle calisthenics? Just if you can, just hold it.
Yeah. So for me, I was big into sports. I was big into martial arts and the body, and I was trying to find a way to sculpt my body the way I wanted it. And I found this guy on YouTube, Hannibal the King.
Oh yeah.
And he was so shredded, yo. I'm like, yo, he had a body of a god. I'm like, yo, I don't care about benching 350 and all that. Like, I want to be shredded.
Yeah.
And I seen that, and I'm like, yo, he's doing dips and push-ups. You know, it's like, and he looks like that. I'm like, that's what I need. And I started following him, and then just getting into following calisthenic athletes, I found the freestyle world, and that creativity of being able to add your own flavor to, you know, what's already going on, and, you know, create your own moves, and, you know, it became an addiction. I got so hooked, and it's like, that's my happy place. I don't enjoy being, you know, outside of my kids and family. I don't enjoy being anywhere but the bar. You know, like, you know, like that's just, I don't think about nothing when I'm on the bar. You know, it's just you and Barbara. Like, that's such a great feeling to just. There's so much shit in the world overwhelming people and stressing people out and having people depressed, and it's like most people can't say that they have a place that they can go and not deal with none of that stress that they have. You know, it's like most people, they are dealing with that stress all year long, and it's like we have this escape that we come to, and it's like it's just us against us. You know, it's like it's just a connection that I had since I first got on the bar, that I'm gonna be doing this till I die. I know it. You know, it's my life.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm gonna let my man Tarzan answer the same question.
Oh yeah.
I just walked up. What do we got? What's the question?
So the question was what got you into freestyle calisthenics? Like how did you get introduced to freestyle calisthenics, and also, you know, what it means to you?
Yeah. Ooh, two big questions. Hit me what it means to me at the end of that. So for me, how I got introduced to freestyle calisthenics specifically, Smith Playground, South Philadelphia. I would train there with a good friend of mine. We do a lot of movement training, a lot of like parkour, some kung fu animal movements, do some capoeira, even some like some floor art. It's some Edam Pertal stuff. If anybody knows, shout out Edam Pertal. And so yeah, I was training there, and then I guess a couple years ago at this point, or no, not even a couple years ago, last year I got introduced to kind of like there's a park out there in Smith Playground, and was hanging out with my training partner at the time, and we ended up seeing this guy do a muscle up, and it was cool and all for me. Like, I've seen muscle ups, you know, and I've always like had it, you know, and I wouldn't say a dream, but I've wanted to do one at the time, you know. I was like, all right, that's cool. But what got me was when my man Takeem the Dream hit a bar hop, right? And so, like, at the time for me, it just blew my mind away, right? And at this point now, you know, almost a year into the game, it's like bar hop is, you know, pretty fundamental, you know. It's a great little in-between move to transition move in between stuff, and but it just blew my mind away, right? I was like, yo, I want to get involved. And so just started hanging around these guys, and they did a lot of sets and reps, calisthenics and stuff like that. And I've always had an athletic background, but I got more into like martial arts and self-defense training and things of that nature, and I've done some bodybuilding, strength training, things like that. And it's just like, once I started working towards muscle ups and more of like, I guess, like these higher skill traits, so like even like a 360 all the way into getting my switchblade down, I was always really good at swinging on the bar, transfers and things like that. Monkey bars, something that's always hung around. And so as a kid, it was always a passion of mine I never really understood until I became an adult, you know, 35 years old, swinging around the bars like, yo, this is my thing. And I was, you know, my frame, I'm a little bit in a smaller frame from especially a lot of the guys at the sets and reps, and my thing was the transfer. That was like, there's bars there, and you know, like, that was one thing that I was doing that other people were really not doing there. You know, everybody's focused on the dips, the muscle ups, the push ups, the burpees, and so yeah. So I ended up having a good friend who kind of got me inspired to want to, I guess, like, be fluid with my training. This is like my early 20s, which is why I've been able to kind of create like a super diverse background as far as the different ways that I've trained and worked with my body and trained my mind-body connection. And so one day, OG Fitness came out, and he was helping some guys out there, and some of the female athletes as well. Actually, they were out there, and I believe they were practicing a castaway, and it's a momentum generator, and I was like, I kind of got hooked from there. I was super stoked about like being in that space, being in that energy. I excelled really quick at it, and so, you know, for me it felt really good. It was super important as far as like developing confidence in a space where I didn't really quite feel like I was a competitive athlete, maybe, in a space that was very focused on like competitiveness and being able to be like a top athletic, competitor within different one-on-one battles and the sets and reps guys. And so so OG came out for like 2 weeks, 3 weeks or so, and PrimeTime was hanging around, and he was just kind of like observing, doing a little bit on the bars, and it was like 2 or 3 weeks of him and I just like kind of observing each other, and that's when I really like locked in. Was when he took me to the gymnastics gym the first time. That was like it. After OG taught me a few things with the castaway and the 180, he actually drilled a little bit of the shrimp flip too, which was pretty cool. But I ended up, just going to the park, training on my own. And so what calisthenics means to me with all that, like, the reason why I was drawn to it was because as a kid, it was something that set me free. It was something that I could go to where I could just be happy, right? Just exist. As a kid, we're pretty blessed with like that blissfully ignorant type of mentality, and so I feel like in a lot of ways when I get on the bar, when I train calisthenics, period, whether it's on the bar or static, there's an opportunity for us to connect with a deeper part of ourselves that I feel like we lose as we get older, and that part is the freedom of movement. And that's what I've been unlocking in calisthenics, is the freedom of movement with my body entirely, and developing that relationship and that connection. So yeah, man, calisthenics, freestyle, statics, dynamics,
Yes, sir.
and sets and reps, everything all plays into their role, and you just got to figure out why you're training, and that'll help you figure out your lane. So for me, dynamics and statics all the way. Yeah,
Facts.
for sure. Appreciate you.
BarCrazy.
Let's go.
Tarzan. Let's get it.